Hey, welcome back. The stock market surged today following a month of steep drops. After starting the day in the negatives, the Dow shot up more than 1,000 points. It also had the biggest percentage gain since March 2009. S&P 500 and the NASDAQ had their best day since August 2011. To sort out what is actually happening, we've got George Conboy with Brighton Securities in-house. George, what do you make of all this?
Big up, big down. It's like the stock market's been for the last 40 years that I've been involved with it, only more so.
Yeah.
When we get times where there's more uncertainty, political uncertainty, economic uncertainty, international uncertainty, anytime there's more uncertainty, you can expect more volatility. It doesn't mean anything bad in the long run, but boy, in the short run, you got to have a helmet.
You've always cautioned against panic with the ups and downs, but like you said, the volatility seems to have extremes right now.
Sure.
Is there some reason to worry at this point?
Well, the reason to worry would be more if you're in or near retirement, as opposed to if you're young and have a long time. Younger people can look at this as an opportunity. People who are relying on their assets to generate income, they probably ought to examine what they're doing, make sure they're in the right place, talk to their professional, because the need for the money is a lot closer. But if you're in your 20s or your 30s, put more in your 401k.
You hear some economists out there using the big R word right now, recession possible. Are you seeing those signs?
Well, we're seeing it a lot in the media, the financial press, hearing a lot about how bad 2019 is going to be. And the only thing that gives me real hope is every time I read a prediction about how bad something's going to be, it's probably not. Remember,
right,
this time last year, all the experts predicted stock market up, on average, 18% this year. They weren't right then. Why would I think they're going to be right now?
Yeah, in the past, presidents have decided not to comment on the stock market, hoping that that would prevent any big swings. Do you think the president's tweets over the last week or so has had an influence on any of this?
In the past, we haven't had presidents like this president.
Yeah.
Certainly, because the president interjects himself and has things to say, some people pay attention. Some people like it, some people don't like it. But it's more input where we may not need any more input. I mean, one more expert on the stock market, they're a dime a dozen.
Today it worked.
Today it worked. We'll take 1,000 points, we'll take 5%. It was a big jump, not just in points, but in percentage terms,
right,
the biggest jump in nearly 10 years. I would add that that big jump we had 10 years ago, it was about 5 months before the market hit bottom. So you can't predict what's going to happen tomorrow or next month. But anytime the market goes up, I've got a little bigger smile.
All right, George Conboy, thank you as always for infusing a little bit of wisdom into all this.
Thanks, Adam.
All right, George Conboy from Brighton Securities. We thank him for joining us. Moving on.